What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Commoner YouTube channel here as we begin the second video in this Alan Wake 2 playthrough. Wow, the first video gave us a lot. It's been 13 years since Alan Wake, and part 2 starts off with an absolute bang. What a gorgeous game. The mechanics, the visuals, the music, the cinematic, the banter back and forth between our two new characters, Saga Anderson and Alex Casey, both FBI special agents. We get a very creepy first 5 to 7 minutes of the game where we have this man stumbling out of the lake and makes his way through the woods only to be captured and killed right in front of our eyes. Anderson and Casey pull up. Looks like they're headed to the Bright Falls area to investigate a series of ritualistic murders, and this one happens just right before they get there. Turns out that the man that was killed was former FBI special agent Robert Nightengale. Yes, the Robert Nightengale that tormented Alan Wake all through Alan Wake 1. Turns out he's been missing for 13 years, and he was let go by the Bureau. So, if we're piecing the puzzle together here, was he actually employed by the FBI when he was in Alan Wake 1 and was wearing the blue and yellow jacket, flashing a badge and a gun? Actually, now that I say that, I don't even know if he flashed a badge. Well, we know that Sheriff Breaker asked him for his supervisory special agent's info because his behavior is just heinous. He declines to give it to her, probably because he wasn't employed anymore. And then the last time we see him, he's absolutely just sucked through a wall by the dark presence in Bright Falls, and he's gone. So, again, we don't even know if he was employed by the FBI when he was there, which asks the question, why was he there? Where's he been for 13 years? He crawls out of Cauldron Lake. Has he been under the spell of the one and only AW? AW apparently still typing away under Cauldron Lake, controlling the narrative. Now he is the puppet master, it looks like. Boy, I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be Nightengale under that lake after everything he put Alan through in the first game. What a visually stunning game. Everything, just the whole environment, it's gorgeous. Saga's Mind Place, that addition there to just straight up do detective work, put the clues together up on like a cork board with string tied between thumbtacks. Again, it's like straight out of a movie, a detective movie. It's so cool. It's probably only going to get better as you find more clues and really start to put this web of material together to find out who's doing this, who's behind it, who are the actors. We get to the crime scene here, just a little PSA, I should have said this earlier, but there is a lot of nudity with the dead body of Nightengale, flashing a lot of skin, so I did have to do some edits there just to make sure that that wasn't in the video whenever I upload it. I just didn't want to take any chances. It's not quite peak Commander Shepard on the Normandy quarters when the party music's playing, if anyone's ever played Mass Effect. Not quite that kind of nudity, but at the same time, too, I wanted to edit it out of there. So that's just a little PSA there. If you see a number of edits in that little part, I do my best to try to keep the flow of the story going, but at the same time, keeping the private areas out of there. So that's just a heads up there. At the end of the video, Casey and Saga are making their way back to the car, and guess what? We're headed back to Bright Falls. That's right. That's where we're going to begin this video, in Bright Falls. Can't wait to see how this looks with graphics 13 years later. It's probably going to look phenomenal. And we're going to head to the Oh Dear Diner and get that best cup of coffee in the Pacific Northwest. Is Rose going to be there? Is she going to be our waitress? I'm curious to find out. Let's go.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Nope, we're back.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
All right, we made it. We're back in Bright Falls. Let me just real quick here check these graphics out. I'm on performance. Let's look at quality on this one here. As always, kind of feel the need to search around a little bit.
I'm gonna go check something out.
See how
Be right back.
interactive this little strip of town is. Here's Billy's boatyard. Dead end, okay. And just like in Alan Wake, we're here right around the time of Deerfest. I believe it happens in mid-September, if I recall correctly. Well.
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
We'll probably get more opportunity to check this place out later. We'll keep it moving.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Well, thank you, Casey. We've got guys in mascot form already, just stumbling around in the daylight.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Okay.
Don't know, don't care. How much did you have?
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my, I mean our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deerfest. Just a few more days.
It's a nice looking float for sure. This is my first Deerfest, so I don't know what to expect really.
It is the finest entertainment a town like ours has to offer.
Coffee World.
This time of year. Like Christmas, but better.
Well, I certainly hope so. I hate the holidays.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls.
What gave it away?
It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
All right, let's not let the coffee get cold.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Not the Sergeant Breaker from Alan Wake 1. Now, again, I did not play those two side chapters that happened after it, so there might be some clarity about Sergeant Breaker that we know in those. Maybe we'll find out here as well.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case file.
Casey, I feel like he's just collecting a paycheck at this point. That's my early read on Casey. He's not gonna do any of the heavy lifting.
But it's slowed down ever since Culver Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess.
There's the jukebox still there.
Spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Andersons. Huh.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. Don't take your mind off things.
Where's Rose at? No Rose. All right, here's our witnesses.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
I actually have a lot of questions. I mean, they actually saw the dude right before he died.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here.
Oh no,
I was
don't
down
do
at the
it.
lake, getting
Turn
some
around, go
details.
home.
Perfectly legal.
Are you also a podcaster?
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying.
What just happened there?
That's all.
I guess Saga picked up on that. Yeah, Saga picked up on her trying to cut him off. I like that profiling. He remembers a lot. It's pretty impressive, actually. The cult of the tree, all of that stuff.
I hate small towns.
Keep it down, Ed.
Not too late to turn around, guys.
These rural types can be.
Not too late to turn around. This is not the place to wander around. Okay. Alright, what am I doing here? Do I remember how to do this? Cases. Let's take a look here. Alex Casey, Cauldron Lake Murders. Manuscript pages. Actually, I think I want to... Yeah, we want to go to profiling the Bookers. Alright, the Cult of the Tree.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
Well, might be too late for them to turn around now if they have something of these people.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Yeah, I mean, that's not shocking. I didn't suspect them either. I mean, they're just wrong place, wrong time. Alright, that's it. Let's look at these manuscript pages here real quick.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightengale. Gone missing here 13 years.
Alright, we saw that. Got weapon upgrade. What's this all about? Pistols. Hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. More bullets increases the magazine size by 50%. Oh, I only have 2, so I can't do anything. Okay, so that's what that's all about. That's what I found in that lunchbox there, that Alex Casey lunchbox.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Uh-oh. Is this
This
her?
could prove to be helpful.
Is it Rose?
Do me a favor.
Yes,
Stay
it
around
is.
In case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing deer
Oh God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
Yeah, what?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No. You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
Wow, Rose is gone. That was really creepy. Oh, I'm like way out in left field here. Where do I want to put this? The bookers describe multiple attackers. Alright, so this should go to the killers. Killer profile, right? No? There we go. Alright.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
What the hell? Case closed.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Dude, she's all about it. I love it. Okay. The cult of the tree.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
What'd that say? To stop a cult, we need to understand them. Yeah. Okay, there's her.
Yeah.
Cult symbols that say jewelry can be used as a subtle indicator of membership, but this isn't subtle, a badge of pride. Masks. Creepy.
No.
No? Hold on. Can't see what's behind that light. What kind of cult? Maybe here? Cult psychology. If they're hiding their faces, they aren't established enough to operate openly. Oh, yeah, Deerfest symbol. Good call. Large amount of supplies laid out on a table. Cult goal? Maybe
Nah.
here? No. Got laughed off on that one. Who's involved? No? Alright, maybe up here. a lot of equipment just laying around. How long have they been there? All right, we got Alex Casey lunchboxes. What's this all about? Point of interest cases track objects and information that Saga has acquired to chart collection. Okay.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence.
They knew he'd be coming.
Message?
Yeah. Yeah, they knew he was coming, didn't they? No. What's this say? Cauldron Lake area. Yeah. We're in this together, hero. What do they mean? Wake sending a message to the real life Alex Casey? Alright, I think we're good here. I'm sure we'll get more used to that. A little overwhelming at first. Alright, until next time.
My guys have Nightengale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
Oh, so this thing is known. Great.
Are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
All right, thanks, Thornton. Good work.
As soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
This is the third time this week I come in for late shift and there's no coffee in the machine. You take the last cup, you brew a new batch.
Here, I see.
Yeah, that's a crime, no doubt. Dude, no one's touching their burger? We're just gonna get right in this here and just start grabbing stuff. Why not?
Agent?
What happened to the other Sheriff Breaker is my question.
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
Layout of the sheriff's station still looks pretty much the same. Obviously some upgrades. Adventure tours. What?
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide. Also, it's bear season. No, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide?
Oh, wow.
Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine. And I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Jaakko.
Okay, alright. Nice laugh. Oh, okay.
So we share a morgue
Cool.
with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about the morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
What a weird thing to say, Casey. I'm also not surprised, I guess, to hear him say that either. Yeah, worth a shot.
I can't get through this.
I want to check all these doors before I advance the story. Just to grab as much as I can.
Let's take a look at outpatient.
Okay.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Alright, let's see what we found off the body there. Get back to Murder at Cauldron Lake.
Time to see what Nightengale's body can tell us.
Alright, defensive wounds. Put up a fight. Smudged text under skin, under victim's skin. What was put in there? Illegible words on the heart. Jesus.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal.
Yeah, weren't they chasing after the witnesses too? The Bookers? I mean, obviously I guess they went back to the body.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Alright, that looks like everything that we're going to gather from the body examination. Oh, wow. Okay.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightengale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightengale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Going back in time, Sheriff?
Wait.
Oh, shit.
Sheriff?
What?
Oh my god. Oh wow. He's... Oh no. This didn't waste any time to get interesting, did it?
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'm guessing that means like her character, right? There's no darkness in Saga, so he walked right by her. Oh god. He sees her now. Holy shit. Are you kidding
He's
me?
coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Okay. Am I just gonna stand here? I have no idea what to do. Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable. Okay.
Gotta move. Now.
Where the hell is the gun? Ah. Wow. Holy shit.
Vanished.
That got interesting.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. Paige predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
They're like remarkably calm for what just happened. I mean, look at this dude. Was that the sheriff? I don't even know. You can't even like make out who that is. That was nuts.
Back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightengale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Great. Like that was insane. That was nuts. I mean, holy shit. Again, that just turned on a dime. I was not expecting Nightengale to stand up like that, and then all of a sudden he's butchering people, and we got our hands full here all of a sudden. Wow, that was awesome, though. That was really cool.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightengale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightengale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightengale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing. A monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
And then too, I mean, you're just hearing Saga's, I don't even know if it was her inner monologue or she was whispering it, but when she was like, my gun's in the hallway, I gotta go now, I gotta go now. It was like that, her like hurrying you as the player to like act and make the move. Oh my god. That made it even more creepy, scary. That was awesome.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightengale was, but wasn't a Taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top. drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightengale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. Required precise steps.
We just heard that.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future? There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve. Huh.
Aha! Saga had to pursue Nightengale. Yeah, we are getting right into it here. We're not messing around at all. Yeah, now he's doing their bidding for them. If that's the goal, they have an army at their disposal. Wow, this is I wasn't ready for that at all. It was awesome. That was crazy, but holy shit, he just wreaked havoc on the morgue and killed. I don't even know who else. I don't know if that's the I think that's the sheriff. Oh.
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
I didn't even pick up on it. He slipped out into the night.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward.
All right, we got Mulder and Scully here.
The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose. Doesn't look right.
No? Oh. Here we go. Cult goal. That should be it.
The page places Nightengale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. You okay? Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Dude, there's a dead cop in front of you, man. Open your eyeballs.
Monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
There's like a dead, like, brother in arms lying a foot from their feet. And they're just like, ah, shit. Okay, we'll do what we can. These guys have seen this before, huh?
Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Monsters aren't real. Like, how did Wow. These cops are... Some of these cops here are just so dumb. And just completely out of it. Out of touch.
They're a fine pair.
Yeah, really. There's 2 dead cops in there, and they're like, oh, you know, that didn't happen. Everyone's up here just chilling. Just getting caught up on reports. No big deal. Business as usual. Where's the sergeant at? Anybody?
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
It doesn't budge.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh?
I want out!
My wits end.
Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
He knows. It's funny. Some of these people know. Alan walked through the same cell in 1, and there was a guy in there that was shouting stuff like that. I think some of them have an idea that there's just this weird presence here. I don't know. Yeah, business as usual here. No big deal, I guess, right? Wow, it's just... It's remarkable how no one just seems to care that there's 2 dead cops downstairs and this reanimated corpse just absolutely bludgeoned them. Wow.
Nightengale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightengale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
What's this person doing? Creeping around. What are you doing? Acting like, Weaver,
I'm
right?
gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
That concludes our debate on whether pets...
Radio
Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this darn rain with them?
Is that Maine? Pat Maine? Yeah, this person's acting like Weaver did back in the first game, just creeping around, looking really conspicuous. Very odd. But this is an odd town, so... Guess we gotta get back to our car. Should be here at the lodge.
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightengale was here 13 years ago.
Oh?
He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Sure does.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.